everybody. Good evening. It is Tuesday, August 11th. I write it down on my paper, and it's Tuesday night, and we are right, almost, I think we're right on the dot, 6:30 Central Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, which means I'm live over on Facebook. Well, not over on, you are on Facebook if you're watching this, so good on you. If this is your first time here, my name is Anne Marie. I am the AM of Handmade by AM Bevel, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am glad that you are here, because tonight we're going to have a really great project to share with you, and I want you to make sure that you take some notes maybe this evening. So if you normally don't have a notepad with you, you might want it, because I do have sticky notes with measurements, but you can always come back to the video, or if you're watching the replay, you can pause the video and go find your pen and paper right now. Or if you're like super crafter, then maybe you're in your craft room and you're just ready to craft along. Okay, if you can keep up with that, then double gold star for you. Good evening, Linda. I see that you are here live in the chat. If you are listening live, and if you have a YouTube account, which is free, that allows you to chat while the video is going on live. It also allows you to leave comments below if you're watching the recording. And if you get the free YouTube account, you can also subscribe to my channel, which you should be doing. I think I'm at 65 subscribers. Who would have thought that I'd ever get that high? I don't know. It's just tickles me every time I get a little notification that says somebody else has decided to subscribe and, hang out with me on Tuesday night or watch them later. But if you are watching the replay, I'm glad that you are here. Obviously, make sure to leave me a comment below so that I know that you are here. And you can also ask me questions down there. Be very specific if you have a specific question, or just reach out to me, email or Facebook Messenger. Link to my Facebook page is below is a great way to get a hold of me. So nothing new this week. Last week we had the refresh of the last chance items still going on. Still great time to shop there. The new kits came out. The cute little witch hat is still available. That's like a little table decor decoration situation. So Halloween people, make sure to pick that up. We're going to talk specifically about the product of the month. And so let's talk about some things, specials that Anne Marie is doing. I do have a fall DSP, fall/Christmas DSP share going on. The flyer is kind of small there on the picture, and also fall ribbon. So these are the designer series papers and ribbons from the September catalog coming and the September online exclusive coming. And so it's a little way to get a little bit of something. Order both shares, and I'll send you a $5 in Stampin' Up! Rewards if you do both. If I get enough orders, I will double that reward to those who order both. There is a threshold on that to when it gets doubled. If you need more information, you can find it over on my Facebook page. Again, link in the description to my Facebook page. Or reach out to me, and I can even email you if you would prefer to have like a larger situation. Also, you see the picture of our fabulous Stamp Cut Emboss machine. I do have a few spots left for you to order the Stamp Cut Emboss machine from me and receive $20 and $20 in additional Stampin' Up! Rewards from me as a gift as we celebrate the Stampin' Hot Foil System. You do need to purchase it at the full price for me to be able to gift you those $20, so I can work out all the math. Take your Stampin' Rewards then, the 14 that you would earn purchasing the machine at full price, the extra 20 for me, and whatever else you have, and get that hot foil system, because ooh, it just gets better and better every time, that hot foil system. I tell you, I'm going to show you some stuff at the end. Or if you saw the Facebook Live, you might have saw a little bit as well, my little howdy Facebook Live. So we do have the product of the month, which is this amazing pearlized Glow of Harvest 12 by 12. And it is 6 designs, 2 of each. They are one-sided, and we'll get to see them a little bit better because I have my pack here, so I will move that down. You can get the product of the month with your $75 order. You add it on for $5 while supplies last. The July product of the month, which was this cute little rose stamp set. I still have mine hanging out here. It's not a rose, it's a begonia. Is also available. You can add it, it's still available. You can add it on for $5 if the paper is not your thing, but the paper is really cool. Okay. So with that, also shout out to my local folks. Crop September 12th. Yep, second Saturday of the month. Plenty of spots left. If you need more information on the crop, you can find it on my Facebook page, link below. Reach out to me. I'm happy to text, chat, whatever we need to do about that. It's $20 and it's a fun day. You know, it's the money's going to charity. I thought about raising the price, but I'm not. And I even had somebody contact me and said, hey, would it be okay if I brought my sewing machine and sewed? I said, sure, why not? Bring an extension cord. So there we go. I'm open to all kinds of crafts. All right, so this paper is like, so again, it is just the one side. And I don't know if the camera even remotely does this justice. I'm trying to, maybe if I tilt my phone this way, I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like. Now, I don't think it does a good job of showing the, maybe like that it does. It is like a pearlescent shimmer situation going on. Aren't these little white pumpkins cute? As you can see, I've been using it because I've got all kinds of little bits and pieces. There's this piece here. I like this little floral arrangement. Have a cute little leaf here. Let's see. Here we go. Did you see that one yet? Nope. Ooh, I really like this one. I really like them all. But they all have this pearlized... I don't know if I would lean it towards like a... It leans very vanilla feeling. First wanting to have white with it, and my card uses very vanilla with it. Here's little acorns, and I think then I showed all of them that way. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little leaves is 6. So those are the patterns, 2 of each, and it is a thicker, maybe slightly thicker than our regular. I just leaned into my phone, like I need to turn it back this way so I know what I'm doing. I just leaned into my phone like I lean into the computer when I'm talking to you in the little deal. So you can add this onto your order, $5 while supplies last, $75 order, $5 add-on while supplies last. And it is a very muted color palette. We're looking at Cajun Craze, which is not very muted. Crumb Cake, love crumb cake. Early Espresso, that's our dark chocolatey brown. Golden Glow in color, and then beautiful new pad, and Pecan Pie, which is a great brown as well. So very fall, ready for fall projects. And the pearlized really does add like just a little something of a little extra chef's kiss. And you know what? Sometimes, yeah, we love the two-sided paper, but sometimes if it's just one side, we don't have a decision to make about what side of the paper we're going to use. So there's a benefit to that. So tonight's project is a fun fold, and we'll go through all of the little pieces because I've got pieces. And of course you can do this with anything that you have at home. I do not think that is in focus at all. That looks much better. So I have a regular card base right here. I'm using Cajun Crease for those who are wondering. The cut at 2 3/4. Don't worry, we are going to tackle that here in a second. Very vanilla pieces. We have 4 by 5 and 1/4, and I have it embossed. This folder is available. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a tree ring situation, and you should be able to get this now. I think this came out with the last online release. It works really well with this kind of nature deal. So you need that. And I'm using Very Vanilla. You could use a color for this back piece because we're going to layer on top of it. But I would lean towards either white or Very Vanilla, some neutral, maybe even the basic beige, depending on what paper you're using. And as you see the card come together, you might get that. And to match that, so very vanilla or white, we need 2.5 by 4-inch pieces. That's these. Okay, so that's our first little bits and bobs. You know, and instead of running this through an embossing folder, you could probably stamp a pattern on it or something, but the embossing folder, it's always great to use those. Now our designer series paper, we have a 4 by 2.5, and I have this cute little pumpkin and little white pumpkins. And then I have a different piece, which is a 1 by 4. And then I have a little teeny tiny piece, which matches the 1 by 4, 1/2 by 2.5. Optional. And then you see this over here, I fussy cut this. So this is going to be on the front as decoration. So this is however you end up decorating your card. So this isn't on the list. This is decor. Decor! So the first thing we need to do is we need to make this look less normal. And we're going to get out our trimmer. So this is a regular base. So this is, what is this? 8.5 by 5.5, because we've cut our paper down. And we are going to open it up. I'm going to try to do this. This is the 2. And we need to cut this at 2 3/4, because that is half of this 5 and a, what is this? 5.5, 2 3/4 is half of that. And so I'm going to line it up at 2 3/4. I'm going to get my blade, and I'm going to cut up to the score. I don't have a backup. What's nice is I kind of slow down and use the little, on my trimmer, on our trimmer, there's these little marks there, and that helps. And then I need to do it again, because for some reason I just changed this blade, and I don't know what I've done to it. It's going to be all janky, but you know what, we're going to get through that together. Now is it correct? Jeez. And then I need to cut the top one off, which is the 4 1/4. Jeez, that sounds bad. I'm gonna have to change it. I swear I just changed this blade. Just so frustrating. I feel like it is something I did to it. Oh, this is gonna look so bad. You can tell this is live television. It's just getting worse. Oh, geez, there's stuff in the track. Clean your tracks. Jeez, no wonder it won't work. Just get my scissors out. It just looks bad. Look how bad. So if your blade's doing this, either it needs changed, or there's stuff in the track, or it's both. Mine's probably both. And you know what? I'm going to try this, because I haven't even used them yet. Where are they? Coming out of the catalog, Stampin' Up! Came out with sanding blocks. Aren't these cute? I haven't used one yet. And I'm going to sand off. Look at this. It's all wrapped up nice. So they did this because of the two-tone cardstock. And this is more affordable than this. And I wanted to try it. Can I open it? Gosh. Just so you know, I'm a real girl. Okay. If I go down like this. Gosh, that looks bad. Yeah, I should just cut another base. This is like so bad. It's embarrassing. I'm a professional. This works pretty good though. Because I think it's so shaggy. I gotta do another one. We gotta just do another one. And now I already have half of the... That's how I get stuff out of it. I'm gonna just go ahead and change the blade. I just changed it, but maybe I've I've just been cutting a lot. I don't know. Oh, now my thing's off. It's live, people. Welcome. Welcome. I gotta cut it down here. That just cut fine. That just cut just fine. Okay, we gotta score it. Or I have to cut it down here. I just have to. I think I had something stuck in the track, and that was my problem. Now this didn't. I think I somehow managed to cut that perfectly on the score. Gosh. I'm a professional. Take your pick tool with the blade for the win. I'm scared if I did with my scissors, I would mess it up. But I feel like with the blade, I feel powerful. Don't cut yourself. I gotta change the blade. Just change the blade, Anne-Marie. Change the blade. Put this back on. Alright, where were we? Okay. Wow, that was easy. Yay. We're going to use this. Because of how well I managed to trim that. You could probably cut it before you scored it if you were feeling really, really crazy. So we are going to use this. This is the inside. This is going to go in here, like this. Decide which way you want it. Adhere it down. Tape runner, glue, yeah, whatever. Liquid Tombow, liquid glue, whatever preferred adhesive you have. But just keep in mind, with adhesive, sometimes you do get what you pay for. Well, you know, I'm just on a roll. I'm crooked with this. I can't trim anything. I do like the little block, though. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Next, we have our little strip here. This is our 1x4. The light is not necessarily friendly with this. I am going to use Tombow just because I like that with the embossed image there. And I'm going to just try to half it. I'm using that there and trying to bone folder squish down. And then I have this little piece here, and we're just going to glue that down towards the bottom just to create a little something something. Again, I am going to use Tombow, especially for like these little pieces. I like Tombow. Little goes a long way. You could put it towards all the way at the bottom. Now, I got this card off of like a Facebook short, so shout out to other demonstrator. Don't know who you are. I'm sorry. Shout out. Thanks for sharing your stuff. I'm sharing it forward. And we'll do Tombow again. That's probably too much, but it'll be just fine. And we're just going to kind of center. If anything, put it down of center for this situation. So this is what it looks like on the inside. So it looks like this right now. All right. So this is the second 2.5x4. This is the same size that's inside. And I have Golden Glow. Love this. We're going to do a little Golden Glow. Now, could definitely, depending on what DSP pack you're using, I think if you had like a tighter pattern DSP, it would depend. Like you could do that instead of using the blender brush. But it does give you kind of a whole different look. And I kind of like my dark corner down here, so I'm just going to go with that for a little bit. Remember, you can always add ink. You can't take it away. Start off the page. Little circles. You'll get a nice blend. Oh, geez, am I supposed to stamp the sentiment in this color too? Ooh! Let's see. I've picked a sentiment from the banner sayings. Use this one a lot. And I have this, I'm so grateful. I want to, yeah, I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to put it maybe towards the top. So this is going to go on here. My blade situation, change your blades. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm a professional. I mean, no, but I usually stay at Holiday Inn Expresses. Just gonna try to trim the tiniest bit. I'm just like, it's just gonna drive me nuts. And then it won't be straight, it'll be a whole thing. Okay, I feel better about all of that. Onto the floor it goes. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that down. I'm gonna do things a little backwards than what my normal go-to is. And where's this? Sorry. I think if I put this here, I could put the sentiment. Where's my sentiment? Here. We got one shot. You know, doing it in like early. Oof. That doesn't look very good. Doesn't look very good. It's not the worst. Not the worst. It's not the worst. That's darker. Probably should have, I think if I did it in the early espresso with this color combination, that might have been better. We're going to throw some dimensionals on here. And we were going to go into the bling book, but we're going to do that at the very end. Ooh, the bling book. Which way does this go? Remember that little DSP? Boom. It's going to go right there. I didn't forget about it. I mean, in all honesty, I did until I saw it sitting over there, but... And then this is going to go like that. Look at that ink. Look at that. So I know I've done these before. I feel like I've kind of done something like this before where I've cut the top off. And maybe it, but I don't think it's been quite like this. Oh, I was going to do some of this little stamp. Pretend that I stamped something back there. I don't think it needs it. This is a large image. Let's get some bling out. My bling book is full of lots of bling. Some is available. Some is very retired. I kind of just stopped caring. I'm going to go with these Pearls of Beauty. Do not know if they're available or not. Probably not. But they have like the pearl. This white is pearlescent, like the image. That's what I have. So my recommendation to folks who like their bling or very particular about their bling, or they see a bling they really, really like, just buy it and get it now. And then you have it. Oop, that didn't even stick on. Well, you know, I feel like I could do... I'll do 5. Make up for that space up there. So easy. So you can see, you could do another DSP for that layer. I do like the blended layer. And there's your little message. You don't have to write a whole lot. Oh, look, Mom's here. She's so late. We'll forgive you. So my sample, a little different. So my sample, I fussy cut out the pumpkins from the paper. And so we're on a Golden Glow base, and I used Cajun Craze for the stamping. And for the little florets, the little flourishes, I stamped, this is the Flourish and Frames stamp set, which is bundled with the Flourish and Frames foil dies. But you can just purchase the stamp set on its own, and then you get like the cute bee and all these fun little flourishes. So that's what I used here. I love having all these little flower things. Like we've used this one before, and now I used like one of these and like this little one. I was going to use this one. It didn't really need it though, did it? This is a larger image. It didn't, this needed a little extra. And then there's the inside. I still used the same embossing folder. And this sentiment is also from the banner sayings, wishing you good things. I also thought it would be cute to use the little foil sentiments. Those little skinny ones would have been cute on this. And then just to show, not with that paper, I made a Halloween one. Oh, and it's a black ghost, but I put Wink of Stella all on that little black ghost, and now he's a blingy ghost. There's the inside. So this was using very vanilla as well. Using the little Halloween suite I used several weeks back. I used the adhesive sheet to die cut these. These are die cuts here. And then the little bling Happy Halloween. Cute little Halloween card. So an easy, really easy card. And you could definitely zhuzh it up a lot. You could even do a little ribbon. You could put this piece here up on a couple dimensionals if you wanted. I kind of like it flat just because I think otherwise it would be like caving in. Does that make sense? Look at the little ghost. Little ghost. I don't know how many ghosts you normally see with black sheets on, but I figured I'll make them. I put the Wink of Stella all over, like hardcore. Can you see that? Like hardcore Wink of Stella. Like a little image like this, you can color the whole thing with Wink of Stella and you're okay. So go back, you can get the measurements, pause, get them down. It's easy. Mom, you can watch me struggle with the whole, I need to change my blade and my trimmer. I was struggling with it this weekend. I don't know. I want to put this back on here before I show you anything else, but I am excited to show you a couple things. So this Saturday, if you are following me on stories, you will know that I was doing a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event online. It's called Creativity Now. Apparently it's the last one that they are going to do. They're going to do something else, which is super sad. Needed that sip of water. But I did pre-show this bundle. This was the bundle we used, the Notes of Collage. These are going to be available to you in the November online release. They kind of look like weird, like this is cool in like a weird way. Love this sentiment. But these dies are super cool, and I'm going to show you at least 2 of the projects. I'm going to go ahead and show you this card here, and it's a whole suite, so there's paper and whatnot. And I eventually, I think I'm going to be doing this card probably with stamp class or something, but look at this. Using this die 4 times, that's this little hatch die here, to create this background. And then using the little label as a tab, and then it opens up, and you would put a gift card here just using glue dots. But it opens up like this as a regular card, so it's like a card on a card. A card on a card. So really cool, and I think would be great for Christmas, birthdays, whatnot. The other project I want to share, oh, I guess I'll share this one too. We made a banner. I love making banners. I'll make some more. You see this paper coming? This is a canvas. I think they call it canvas. It's white and very vanilla in the same. And there's no words on it, but it was just fun to use the products to make this cute banner. Got a great technique on how to keep these little pieces in place. So it's just a little 5 thing banner. Really liked that. And then I don't think any scrapbookers are on right now. But we made these, what are these? 9 by 6? What is this? 8 by 6. Scrapbook layout. I'll move them up. Here we go. This little layout, and I pulled these pictures from 2024 that I still had of me and Wiley. Because it had the "we make a great team" and then "thanks for putting up with me." I remember taking this picture of what he, like most men, and probably me too, honestly, like, we don't like our picture taken, and I got him. We were eating breakfast. I'm pretty sure it was our anniversary morning. And I got him at the breakfast table. And then this was at Gary's Berries. But what was cool, so we like tore the paper here, and we cut this out. And then there was this little pocket here to do the journaling. And just use a piece of DSP. And it's hidden. And this layout is designed to go in the Bling book. So that's why they have the full pages now available. I kind of like this little scrapbook size. It is a good pick of him. Look how young he looks. He's not 40 yet, I don't think, in that picture. So, he looks so young. So, I had never, and we used that canvas paper for the background. So you end up with like 2 layouts with one 12 by 12, because it is a 6-inch piece, so 6 by 8. So then you'd have a 4 by 12 piece of whatever leftover cardstock or whatever you're using. So I kind of like this. So maybe Marie's going to try this smaller scrapbook layout situation. I need to figure out how to put them in the right way. So if you're a scrapbooker, I would love to know what you think about the, what did I say, 8 by 6 layout. And it feels a lot less intimidating to decorate, for sure, than a whole 12 by 12. Don't get me wrong, I've had tons of fun doing a 12 by 12 page, but... So we did a card, but I'm saving the card because it inspired one of the Stamp Club projects, so I will share that. I mean, if you follow their demonstrators, you've probably seen it, but I'm not going to share it here because I have ulterior motives. But I was able to pre-order from the next foil release. I got the Buffalo check hot foil, and then the reverse hot plate, which is just plain, that allows us to use the negative of the foil once you pulled over. We also have 4 new foil colors, 3 of which I purchased because I failed to purchase one of the colors. Green, and then using the reverse. You can't even tell the difference on the buffalo. So green on white, and then I did use the reverse plate to do green on green. Woo. Red. So red on white. And then I use the reverse to do red on red. Ooh. Then they call this, what do they call this? Silver. I call it Pretty Rainbow. I think some people are calling it like mermaid tail. So that's on white, and then I did the reverse on black. Ooh, 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 ah, ee, oh. So the plaid is interesting because it pretty much looks the same on the reverse as it does the regular. So you truly are getting two pretty much the exact same backgrounds with the one piece of foil, which is great. Definitely cute for Christmas. The red and the green for sure. There's a copper. So red, green, gold, silver. We have the pink. This and the pink would be fun together. But I even think there's a snowflake die that's available. So I think that in the rainbow. I think the rainbow on a window sheet. I just need to quit my job and then I could just spend all day foiling. That's what I'm thinking. I just quit my job and then I'll spend all day with the foil machine. I feel like I could, that would be a really good move for me. Not financially, but I mean, I already have a bunch of foil. Eventually it would all be gone. I wouldn't probably be able to afford any, so I'd have to do a lot more videos and hopefully. Let me know what you think if I should quit my day job to foil all day long. I really do. I really do love it. I really do love it. And these look great. And I might just I thought about doing this with, doing the same with the silver and the gold and the pink, at least on white. And the pink maybe reverse on pink. I don't know how you would, what color, maybe like gold on a yellow and silver on a gray for the reverse. And it would be like a little sampler, at least the whites. I feel like you get a good sense of the colors on the white with the plaid. And then it's fun, and then you can be like, oh, this is what they look like. So yeah, that's what I have. That's all, folks. Let's see. Again, the clearance was refreshed last Tuesday. Not clearance. Last chance. Some of the products are discounted. Some of them are not. It has to do with inventory. So if they have a lot of something, they're more likely to have it discounted. And I think sometimes if stuff's been on there for a while, they discount it again when they do those refreshes. So make sure you're checking that out. Shop the new kits that came out because that's got the cute little witch hat. There's some really cute card kits that are available. Start thinking about Christmas gifts, or if you're going to be doing maybe a teacher gift or something that, Well, I got two buses now coming down my street. I noticed that this morning. I heard the bus that I'm used to hearing at whatever time it was, and I was working, and I went, is that another bus? Looked out the window. Sure enough, second bus come from the other direction. Different kids. So I think the kids on my street are in different age groups now because there's two buses. So they just grow up so fast. So school started today for the kids in my neighborhood. So think teacher gifts. Maybe you are planning a little trip getaway for Labor Day, or some people are going to be coming over, having some kits on hand. If the weather isn't really great, that would be something to think about. Of course, Christmas is coming up. So get ready for all the things. I'm pretty excited. Christmas, it's the best card making time. I even was like, ooh, if I could come up with a little foil class, it could be like the festive foil frenzy, or the festive fabulous foil festivities. I was trying to get that alliteration in for foil, fabulous, and festive. We'll see. I appreciate you all being here. As always, make sure to follow me. My social links are below. Like this video if you have not already. Subscribe if you're not. You could be the 66th subscriber. It could be you. Of course, I will try to answer any comments if any of those come in. Don't forget about my paper share and ribbon shares. And that's probably it. Product of the month. So that paper I was using, add it to your $75 order for $5. As always, just as a reminder, for less than $1, you can send somebody a smile. Look at all these cards here. Look at all these cards here. Just cards. Send one. That's for myself, too. Have a great evening. Thanks for being here. I will see you next week here with another project. It'll be great.